Today on Eagle Nation News, Mia Matney looks into all things Prosper High School has done for Suicide Prevention Week.
Troy Murphy will look into what this football season entails and interviews two key players on what they expect this year from both themselves and the team.
Nate Tompkins is in studio to discuss a pressing issue. Eagle Nation News starts
right now.
Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today is Monday, September 16th. I'm Braden Brandvold.
And I'm Casey Boston.
Last week, you may have seen the yellow ribbons and handprints inside and surrounding the school.
Mia Matney set out to report on Suicide Prevention Week and how our school chose to raise awareness.
This past week was Suicide Prevention Week here at PHS. Throughout the week, Hope Squad has done many things to help prevent suicide here at our school and encourages students to do the same.
So Suicide Prevention Week it's a national week across the nation. It started Sunday and ends this Saturday. So what it is trying to bring awareness to the problem we have, because it's one of the most growing problems we have is the mental health issue in America. You know, somebody in Texas, dies from suicide every couple of hours, and that's a problem.
This entire week is dedicated to spreading awareness, but what specific things do we do for Suicide Prevention Week at our school?
We go out and draw chalk in front of entrances, hand out lifesavers, smiley face stickers, all the yellow ribbon around the school. That's for Suicide Prevention Week, so little stuff, and we wear yellow on Friday.
Suicide Prevention Week is an important week at our school that helps those who are struggling. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Mia Matney. Prosper.
After attacks on Saudi Arabia's oil supply, the price on barrels of oil have skyrocketed to $71.95 per barrel, the highest surge in oil price since the Gulf War in 1991. State oil giant Saudi Aramco stated that this setback would cost production 5.7 million barrels per day.
Last Friday, a 17-year-old boy was arrested after shooting towards people in a park in McKinney, but luckily there were no injuries reported. The suspect was arrested for deadly conduct after firing the handgun and is on a $25,000 bond. So far, there has been no word on his motive, and police continue to investigate the crime. Now let's send it over to Tyler Winden with your Fast Forecast.
What's up? It's Windy Winden here with another fast forecast. Today we're looking at a sunny 86 degrees with a slight breeze of 2 miles per hour. However, as you can tell, it does feel like 97, a steamy, hot day. Looking in the next 7-day forecast, we will see mostly sunny. It'll be mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from high 80s to low 90s. Watch out for those Thursday thunderstorms and try to stay dry. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'm Windy Winden with your fast forecast.
Now we send it to Nate Tompkins with your Talent Talk, sponsored by my good friends at Corbridge Orthodontics.
We are open before and after school, during Eagle Time, and during all lunches.
We offer chips, candy, drinks, and also spiritware. Come to the Eagle Shack!
Now we send it to Nate with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
After reiterated plans to ban power rifles in the U.S., Democratic presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke held a rally yesterday in Plano. A man in the crowd carrying a rifle on his back held a sign that read, "Hell no, you will not take my AR-15. O'Rourke responded saying, "Hell yes, we are going to take your AR-15, your AK-47 at the debate." Delaware's Senator Chris Coons responded by saying that the statement would be used as propaganda to deter Second Amendment supporters against the Democratic Party. Yesterday, on NBC's Meet the Press, O'Rourke said that he refuses to acknowledge the politics or the polling on AR-15s, stating that Democratic backlash, quote, just shows you how screwed up the priorities in Washington, D.C. are. O'Rourke said that the current way of fixing the gun problem isn't working, and because of it, they must be bold in rallying against it. He went on to say that if he is elected as president, the ban on assault rifles would not be by executive order, but a law passed by Congress. Well, that's all the time I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
As the football season has just begun, the Prosper Eagles are now 3-0.
Troyce Murphy highlights how JT Lane and Aiden Ciano have been preparing to reach their goals this season.
Prosper High School, being known for its competitive football team, has not only been preparing for their second season in 6A, but as well as playing this season in the newly built Children's Health Stadium. Although the Eagles have won the first 2 games of their season, they are still trying to adjust after the graduation of many seniors.
Last year, Wayne was the running back, so now I have to, basically replace him. I'm doing a lot of work of cutting, agility work, doing a lot of cut work. So goals that I have for myself, I'm expecting to have 2,000 yards, and I want to have 25 touchdowns. It's a new stadium, a brand new team. But yeah, I'm just excited because it's a new field, and for all of us, to work as a team.
I feel really good about playing in the new stadium because it makes a better atmosphere for the fans and it makes it more fun to play. It's different going into this season compared to past seasons, definitely because of the new stadium and because we've already been in 6A for a year, so people expect better out of us this year than we did last year. For myself, I want to win Defensive MVP of the district, and for the team, I would like to play into December. I like to manage my time between football and school and stuff with doing my homework during Eagle time and just focusing on social life after school. We lift weights a lot and we watch a lot of film outside of practice to help us prepare for Fridays. I want teams that we're playing against this year to remember when they played Prosper and know that they don't want to play us again. Some advice I'd give to my fellow players is that it's a grind and it's hard, but it's all ended up worth it in the end.
The next varsity game will be at 7 o'clock on September 20th versus McKinney at McKinney. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Troyce Murphy, Prosper.
Now Maggie Hale is in studio to recap last Friday's football game against Flower Mound.
The Eagles played their first away game on Friday night as they took on Flower Mound. Prosper started the game strong with a Tate Nichols sack followed by a Will Streif sack. This would force Flower Mound to punt. Hayden Metcalf's 33-yard catch combined with Tyler Bailey's 7-yard touchdown catch would be the first touchdown of the game. Eagles would go for the 2-point conversion and Jackson Berry would get it, making the score 8-0. Another Nichols sack and an Aiden Ciano unassisted tackle would once again force the Jaguars' Bert Auburn out to punt. This time Tyler Bailey would make a 33-yard return. Berry's pass to Keaton Nickerson would be a gain of 18 yards, followed by a Tyler Bailey 10-yard run to set up for a Bailey 19-yard touchdown reception. Brad Larson's kick would be good, and it would end the first quarter with your Prosper Eagles leading 15-0. In the second quarter, the Eagles would run up the score, and the defense would shut out the Jaguars for the entire first half. The biggest offensive play of the second quarter, and quite possibly the entire game, was the 69-yard JT Lane touchdown run. Eagles would end the first half 36-0. The Jaguars came out of the locker room hot and were able to battle for their first touchdown of the night. They would go for the 2-point conversion, but it was no good. Berry retaliated with a touchdown of his own, followed by 2 more Flower Mound touchdowns, making the score 43-20. We take you to the fourth quarter now with a 63-yard Tyler Bailey run, setting up JT Lane's touchdown. The score was 57-20 with 6 seconds left, and Flower Mound would be able to squeeze in one last touchdown, making the final score 57-34. The Eagles would end the game with 574 total yards and a Jackson Berry completion rate of 73%. Compare that to a Jaguars' 274 yards and Blake Short's 53% completion rate. If you want to hear more sports like this, be sure to tune in every day for your Sports of the Week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Maggie. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Casey Boston.
And I'm Braden Brandvold. Live long and prosper.